All right, SushiSwap jumps 10% after top Avalanche developer proposes takeover. Although Sushi has seen an exodus of developers and talents in the past months, the broader community isn't losing hope. How many, by the way, how many viewers do we have right now?
About 14,000. 3,600 likes.
14,000. And how many people, how many likes you said?
3620.
3620. I believe we can definitely get this to 7,000 likes. I would like to see this get 7,000 likes today if we can make it happen.
Let's go.
All you got to do is hit the, if you're watching on live chat, watch on mobile, excuse me, X out of the live chat, hit the like button, come back. Is the number one thing you can do as a Bit Squad member. The number one thing that you can do in order to help out the community and have more people see about crypto is like these videos.
Doesn't work anymore. Battery's dead.
Battery's dead.
That's why it's a question mark box.
Don't make it a question. Just answer the call. Hit the like button. Okay. All right. Back to Sushi. Sushi tokens jumped as much as 10% in early European hours to 619 from a low of 530. Move came shortly after Danielle Sestagli, a top application developer on Layer 1 blockchain Avalanche, proposed joining the platform in a post on the project's government forum. Sushi's expansion and growth have been nonstop. It's time to give Sushi additional resources and autonomy to continue and better define its mandate and governance during a time when it needs it the most. SushiSwap is bedeviled by a number of internal crises that are blurry to outsiders. Let's see. Sestagli is behind Wonderland, treasury-backed currency protocol, and Abracadabra, platform that provides collateral-based on yield-bearing assets deposited by users. Spell Time and Mem, 3 tokens associated with the 2 projects, have a combined market cap of $5.9 billion. Proposes Sushi, making Sushi a part of the multi-billion Abracadabra and Wonderland ecosystem. Now, buoyed by the latter's strong community that brands itself as Frog Nation. Why is Wonderland Frog Nation?
I don't know.
I don't understand. How does that make sense? Is there a frog in Alice in Wonderland?
No, maybe, but not a substantial one that I can think of.
Yeah. Well, I tell you what's a good show, by the way. Everybody has seen Squid Games, not the rug pull project, the show. Everybody likes Squid Games. It's good. There's another show I watched called Alice in Borderland. Excellent. It's Japanese, I believe. I think kind of similar in a lot of ways, but very different. Finished that one over the weekend. Just want to give it a shout out. That was a great show. Really enjoyed it. Okay, so here's what's interesting to me about this proposal here about Avalanche. It says Avalanche proposes a takeover. So what would happen to Sushi on other chains if Avalanche took it over? Still keep it running?
An Avalanche dev is proposing taking over development, I think is what
Taking over the development.
So he's talking about moving
but adapting it to Avalanche.
I assume, but that's, they're not necessarily talking. It's just a guy from Avalanche that's been very successful with a lot of different projects talking about switching over to Sushi is the way I understood it.
Yeah.
Because they had some issues. I know there was a story about, the Sushi developers, they got a big bonus, which was interesting, but none of them were holding Sushi, the token, which seems, I guess maybe they do it for the sense of, not wanting to have an incentive or a bias in the project. But most of the time, that's the way developers get rewarded through bonus. Rather than getting a big giant bonus, they just hold a little bit of the token. And if the project does well, they get rewarded. But I don't know. Interesting.
Yeah, I mean, I would be very interested to see because it was Sam Bankman-Fried that pretty much saved Sushi in the beginning. You know about that?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, so basically in the beginning, Sushi had a guy, I think his name was the Chef. There was an anonymous developer behind it, and I think he basically rug pulled the whole thing.
Yeah, I remember all this.
And then Sam Bankman-Fried came over and took it over and funded the whole thing so people didn't lose money. I'm pretty sure that's how it happened. Sushi was really the beginning of the food projects.
Yeah, and then he came back and was trying to give him back or something. That was interesting. I remember all that.
Sushi.
It was the Chef.
protocol
something.
founder. Let's see. Let's see. I think it was the chef.
Chef was definitely in his name.
Chef Nomi.
Yeah.
Here it is. 0x Mackie is often credited as one of the founders of SushiSwap. He helped restore normalcy to the protocol earlier in 2020 when Chef Nomi attempted a rug pull by withdrawing over 13 million over the network. I think he sent it back.
He did. And
He
he
ended
tried
up-
to like replace it all and say it was really strange.
Yeah. And let's see. I think. Well, look, if you search this, the first thing that comes up is Sam Bankman-Fried. Isn't that interesting?
That is interesting.
Wow. That's so I haven't seen this before. Have you? Where it's not an autocomplete. It's like total different searches related to that search. Is this new on Google or am I crazy?
I feel like I've seen that before.
I feel like I haven't seen that. I haven't seen it.
Might be newer.